truck on there?
Yeah, he did.
Frontside Hurricane?
Only 9 guys making it into this final. And then there's that one spot left in our LCQ last chance qualifier. So we just saw Shane O'Neill already take out Mikey Mocaldi. And this is where it gets serious. Those guys who skated earlier definitely.
First miss.
They're watching the board.
Shane O'Neill.
And guys, we said there's going to be a lot of movement.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
In these last 2 groups.
Malto's like,
listen to the crowd.
Just about 2 tricks away from making it in there.
Nice switch, Kirby Bryant.
I think these people are screaming him off his board. I've never heard that in skating before. In the middle of your line, full cheers.
So your name?
Full cheers.
Malto.
I mean, that's like talking in someone's backswing right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Only time I've ever heard it like that was like Tony when he did the 900 in San Francisco. And
But that's one trick, though.
That was for one trick, exactly. Not for the
called
whole
out in the middle. He's got 50 feet to think about, like, his name being cheered.
Ball still going switch.
Switch qualifying for Paul Rodriguez.
Switch heel over the rock garden.
It's creeping up there.
4.2.
Paul moves into 11th spot. He's creeping up. He's 1 spot behind his fellow Valley buddy, Mike Murray. I think we got a rerun there. Did it back before. You got extra boards. You got a fluffer.
It's crazy. We just walked up, boom. Ready to set up, ready to go.
Oh, wow. Never expected that.
I think he kind of like tried to play it easy. He's trying to get himself back.
Yeah,
back
that little small meltdown right there might catch him. Might cost him catching Nigel, but he's definitely gonna be in there.
Woo!
And the arena erupts.
Amazing.
Hey, you know what? If Sean Malto walked down those stairs, this arena would erupt.
Yeah.
It's true. You know what we got to do is we got to get Malto a haircut.
That backsmith was gorgeous.
What, a fresh baldy with an edge, like a nice Caesar?
That would be nice. But he's got to get rid of that little Nicky thing he's got going on over there.
That's his good boy. He's going to church tomorrow in the morning. It's good boy.
Good boy haircut.
You're going to put some cologne on it, comb it to the side, send him to church in the morning.
The switch clinic continues.
Oh, switchback tail.
Paul's like, who waxed that ledge right there? Mikey? Were you over here before?
Well, I know Mikey and Paul, they all grew up skating together. I wonder why they all rip.
Yeah, that's a real good posse right there.
4th attempt out of 5 for Tommy Sandoval, and he bails it.
Yeah, we go 7-5-7.
7-5-7. So there's only 5 in this one.
Line section, 2 tricks to count. Switch 50 gets to keep playing though.
He wanted that switch nose grind, yeah.
It's all good though.
Switch feeble.
Switch 50 to switch feeble.
See the judges say, meet 10. Judges, 3.9.
Yeah, they dinged him for the nose to 50.
Yeah, he's sitting in 20th right now. He's going to have to go a lot harder than that. Or he's Mr. LCQ tomorrow.
Nollie cricket grind.
Going switch. Switch straight. Wow. There's a short circuit. I think a little water might have crept in his ear. I don't know what's going on.
It's crazy how, but it's crazy how one miss turned his whole deal around. He had made 8 tricks in a row, 1 miss, and then the other direction.
Sean Malto makes this line right here.
He's going to push Shane out of the...
He's going to nudge Shane out of the qualifier. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Sean Malto makes the qualifier here in Kansas City. We got Sean Malto in the finals.
5.3.
Fresh off the injury, he's qualified in 8th place right now with the whole section and 1 try left ahead of him. This is a beautiful story right here.
This is amazing. That was amazing.
And
switch
now,
crook and then the fakie 5-0.
And now Shane O'Neill is on the outside looking in the 10th spot. We had him in the final after 1 round.
Yep.
That's how it works.
And now he got two guys clawing at him. Here comes Paul.
There's that switchback tail.
That's such a critical move right there.
Oh, switchback tail, switch 360 flip.
Paul knows a lot about those switch 360 flips.
That was amazing. 7-point for Paul.
Paul Rodriguez is just 1 point behind Shane O'Neill right now.
Shane's in 10th. Paul's in 11th.
Ooh, I can't wait for the big section. I know I'm being premature, but
We got David the Bandit Gonzalez right now. Is a little worried right now, sitting in 9th. A couple more tricks from Shane or a couple more tricks from Sean, and we're going to lose the Bandit. He's going to be in the LCQ.
Well, Shane's got the opportunity. All Shane's got to do is land something.
It's a line, yeah.
A basic line.
And he's still got the big section ahead of him.
If he gets a basic line, he can.
He's going to nudge the Bandit.
He can nudge out the Bandit. Pete Ramondetta.
Cool line right there.
And a little backside 180. Great line by Pete Ramondetta to round up. Finish up.
Pete Ramondetta.
3.7 for Pete.
He's really got to step up big in the big section. His average landed trick is at 4.0. He's going to have to be cruising 5.3
Shane O'Neill.
or higher. Hey.
That nollie crooked grind. Switch 360 flip. And that's going to nudge out David, maybe. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah. He's going to catch Sean Malto with that
5.9.
one, too. And Nick Dompierre. He jumps up to 6th place with a 54.7. 3 guys slide down. David Gonzalez is now in the LCQ. And Malto's in 9th. Here comes Hometown Hero right now. Oh, man. A lot of pressure on that nollie nose slide right there. He's got a whole arena worth of people standing on that board with him.
It's all right.
listen to
Malto could do no wrong in these people's eyes.
Malto can do no wrong. He's coming off of an injury. He's in the finals in his hometown. He's a previous winner. Got blessings for the kid.
Yeah. Well, we got the big section coming up, but the Heat 4 results, they made 8, huh? We made him wait for Malto. Last heat, last guy in the last heat.
How's that play in the mindset for all these guys, really, after everything that they've seen today? When you're in the last heat, any difference between that first group and this last group?
I'm going to say no. Again, it's like, I mean, maybe you don't want to be in the heat with Sean because he is the hometown hero. This is his crowd. These are his people. You know what I mean?
I mean, I got a text message from Overload right now. They want T Guns all the way, man. They want Tommy Guns.
Starting things off here with a nice backside lip.
Switch,
thank you. P-Rod, Paul Rodriguez, who had a real shocker of an event in Seattle. Like, did make the final, was sick.
He's one of the guys kind of like Ryan and Chris. Well, Chris is finding his stride today, but kind of one of those winning kind of guys that kind of still finding their way through the street league.
Tommy Guns.
There you go. Hey, what's awesome about Tommy Guns and Ramondetta out there, they're just like raw street skaters, man. Like, everything here is too smooth for them. They're well, like, those guys are as raw as it gets out in the streets.
They need some rusty pipes sticking out of the middle of the course. That would make Sandoval feel better, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Again, this heat, just like all the other heats, like, everybody is so amazing. Front 780, Mickey knows when we bailed it.
Hey.
Like every heat's got, like, they're all powerhouses. They're all animals, you know?
To your point, Felix, what does that say about this format that we got guys like Ramondetta and Sandoval competing?
Well, I just think, like, it's just a setting, you know? There's not a lot of transition. It's all real raw street spots. It really levels the playing field. It's the street skaters game out there.
And we saw the DC nice look at young Shane O'Neill, who's a tech wizard.
That's probably the most basic trick you're going to see Shane do.
Yeah.
Throwing Malto gun, you could tell. Throw Malto coming off injuries. Slide.
We saw that yesterday morning.
That nosebun stuck for a split second, but there's no way Malto's falling in this environment.
4.2, Sean Malto.
Malto, as Rob was telling us earlier.
No, it's not. These guys to be good at everything they do.
Since the hardest thing in the world to do is to ride a skateboard.
Yeah. Tommy Guns, frontside Smith grind. He got a little caught up on something over there. I didn't see what he hit.
Well, I think the ledge is now getting into the fourth heat. They've been hit a little bit, you know, so it's starting to chunk up a little bit. It's getting real street out there.
Tommy Guns, Pete Raymondetta.
Definitely one of my favorites out here.
Now, this is a really nice way to cap off what has been an incredible first qualifying day, man.
Yeah, 180 nose grind. Pete Raymondetta, again, coming off that reel video that was insane.
Yeah, he's got a lot of tricks, man.
Insane. Pete Raymondetta, also another amazing person. Nice guy. Shane O'Neill.
Okay, shots. No slide.
No slide. I think he was going for that crooked grind.
Now, I think he stacks them. He sets up a little foundation, and then he starts stacking them up.
Checklist, bucket list.
Yep, that nollie flip nose slide turns into a nollie flip nose slide. Big spin out.
4.9. Malto. Again, he's the hometown hero.
Look how happy he is.
He's got to be thrilled, man.
Ooh! Oh!
Back nose blunt.
Where are you from?
I mean,
Where's he from? He's from Kansas City.
Where's he from?
I mean,
Kansas City.
there's two people that do backside nose blunt slides that pretty. He's one of them, and the other one's Kenny Anderson. That is a good-looking backside nose blunt, man.
Look at that perfect backside nose blunt.
Wow.
How's the back foot, Steve? It's just
Folded.
perfect.
Perfect.
Yep. No, backside nose blunt sides are upside down frontside nose slide. If you turn your TV sideways. That's why his foot looks like that a little bit.
P-Rod.
Switch front feeble.
Switch front feeble. That's a power trick right there. 6.2 for P-Rod.
One of the advantages that Paul has is that he's so good switch stance that already he starts up a couple points up on everybody. He's skating switch, so obviously it's a little bit harder. But then some tricks are actually easier for switch than they are regular.
Ooh! Tommy Guns. Let's see what they judge him. He tapped the tail right there. So technically, he should get a 0. But
This from the guy who gives out 9s for trying.
I would
know.
give him a 9. I'm just saying what these judges do.
Okay. Oh, he
They
did
gave him a
tap tail.
3.3. I'm just saying, me, that's a 9.
Me, I go into the edit and I lower the sound bar right there so you don't hear my tail drag and I keep it moving.
P.D. Raymondetta. Hurricane. He's an amazing with the Hurricane.
I like Ramondetta making tricks. I like that.
Pete Raymondetta. I'm just psyched to see Pete here. He's awesome. Shane O'Neill again. Let's see what kind of tech wizardry he's going to do.
Hey,
Come on, man.
Switch flip, switch back tail.
On demand.
Just thought I'd come out and do that.
Wow. You know, he just had a video part, Transro video.
6.7.
6.7.
He did switch flip backside tail slide. This exact trick right here. Switch flip backside tail slide. But on the way out, he did switch backside 360 with a flip in his last video part. The guy's a magician.
I just got confused listening to that. I got sleepy.
Imagine.
I got sleepy. Malto, nollie front board. You know what? I think Malto's got the most pressure on him.
There's energy here, man.
He's got the most pressure on him. You know what I mean? But again, you got to take that one way or the other. You know, it's either he's taking his pressure is like, not only are these people watching me, but they're rooting for me, so I really got to do good.
He's got about a couple thousand people on a skateboard with him.
And watching him roll in smiling, he's definitely taking that approach.
It's got to be surreal, Sal. Like, you know, it's got to be humorous.
Fakey Crooks, Paul Rodriguez.
It looks to me like Paul is on a clear game plan.
Yeah. He's always on a game plan. I mean, he's game plan.
He said, you saw him on Friday when we came into town, and he was like, I was not myself at all. In Seattle, yeah.
Tommy Sandoval, blunt slide fakie.
Tommy Sandoval out there 100%. Gonna have to raise that average trick landed score a little bit. Got to keep that up in the high 4s, the 5s to make it into the final 9.
Pete Raymondetta. You know, it's crazy too. Like, you just listen to, especially in this heat, You just listen to the crowd for when everyone's going. Pete Raymondetta switch 5-0, like you listen to the crowd. Everyone's hyped, you know, psyched, they're hyped. But when Malto goes, everybody's psyched. So I think this is the hardest heat to be in.
For sure.
By any chance you guys see that red and yellow video? With
Yes.
Malto and his boys partying
Awesome.
in town, all in their little Redskins outfits.
Fantastic.
Nollie flip crook.
Told you, he's just stacking
Shane
them.
O'Neill,
Why is he so casual?
5.7.
I don't think you can excite him.
So casual.
He's just going to casually destroy the place. There he goes, Malto. Nollie frontside feeble guy.
Yeah, even when he runs into the rail and falls on his back, he's happy.
You got an extra point for that, too.
You should get,
6.0 for Malto.
you should get smile points.
Nollie front feeble, that's an awkward trick right there. It's kind of like the Nollie front board, but he lays his truck on there. A lot of control. I agree, Sal. Woo!
It's so inconceivable. All these tricks, when you first picked up a skateboard, you never in a million years thought anybody would do anything.
I mean, the
remotely
guys,
like
the
that.
guys are delivering filmable tricks on the regular.
G-Rod, switch front blunt.
How do you make that look so... Like...
Yeah, like it was
Hey,
nothing.
it's like his biggest strength.
5.3.
It's his biggest strength and his worst enemy. It looks so effortless that you're like, oh, that must be easy. Go ahead and try a switch front blow on that bench, see how fast you end up on your back.
Yeah, get back to us when you're done.
Ooh, Tommy Guns, kickflip board slide.
Man, he's strong, man. He hits that real hard.
Tommy is... This is one of his best showings at Street League. So far.
He's solid.
Pete Raymondetta. Oh. Bails a frontside Smith grind. That's Pete's trick. He can frontside Smith grind through anything.
Yeah, you could hear his truck caught the bottom rail underneath. On the end right there. Front half he was smooth. That back truck caught the bottom pipe on the rail.
Shane O'Neill rolling in. Watch how buttery technical it butters. Oh! Nollie flip, no slide, shove it. Wow. Trick score, 0. I think we're having some technical difficulties.
No, the judges just felt like hating. Like, nah, you get nothing. But we'll get you that score in a second, folks.
Shane O'Neill. Technical difficulties. Also. Ooh! Nollie backside overcrook. I mean, overcrook, that's Sean's trick.
See, Sean Malto right now, his average landed tricks are 5.1. You got to do 5.1 or greater right now to qualify.
4.4 for Shane O'Neill's last trick.
5.1 average landed trick or greater is what's going to get you in the qualifications right now.
And if you're wondering why these guys are constantly looking up, it's because they can see the same thing that you can. We've got a scoreboard up here on the big screen, and they're doing the math in their heads.
I mean, yeah,
There it is. 6.9 for Shane O'Neill. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty right there.
I mean, they're just not taking
Malto's
a look at their
trick.
mugshot. They're doing some math.
Yeah.
They're seeing where they're standing, watching themselves moving the leaderboard. It's thanks to this instant scoring experience. No other skateboarding event has that. You know
6.0.
exactly where you stand instantaneously.
And just like you said, 5.1 or higher is what you need across the board. Malto delivers with that 6.0.
Your consistency ratio, too, has to be above a 40%.
6.9 for Shane O'Neill. And it was a 6.0 for Sean Malto. And now P-Rod is
He's in
rolling
for
in.
his sixth attempt here at the tech section.
Switchback tail shove.
Did you catch the switchback tail stuck a little bit, and he still shoved it out of there to save it?
Every trick has been switched, right?
Yep.
From Paul?
Yep.
From Paul, yeah.
You know, one fakey trick, still rolling backwards, so yeah, everything's been switched and fakey.
Sheesh.
Just wrong. Every
let's
trick's
just-
been wrong.
How's that for
Switch
perspective?
or fakey.
Oh, man.
Tommy
Tommy's coming in
Sandoval
fast.
coming in hot. Backside heel flip. Oh. You know, I wanted Tommy to land everything this round.
So much commitment on that backside heel.
Pete Raymondetta rolling in. Let's see what he's got. Oh. he went off that Wally bad.
Was that Wally going to nosebleed?
I think it might have been going to a
lip
nose
slide?
blood. Shane O'Neill, the tech whiz.
It looks like for a second like he was carving into a 180, but
Shane heading for the bench.
Oh, wow.
I've seen that trick get him a 6.7 before. Let's see where it's at right now. Did it pretty smooth. 6.9.
sheesh.
Shane's
Nollie
got a
180.
strong showing right now.
Nollie 180 to switch nose grind half cab out.
6 tricks,
Look at that.
all makes. Has not missed one.
Cream of the crop, technical skating right here.
O'Neill.
Hometown hero.
Oh yeah.
Shane, Paul, and Malto all have made every trick.
You know, it's amazing, his little intro. He's kind of like, hey, and it just works perfect with the people cheering.
Yeah. Malto. Coming in switch.
Man, that yell would put anybody off their skateboard.
Switch frontside 50-50. That is a hard trick.
Not when he does it.
Well, nothing they do looks hard. 2.9
I gave
for
him a
Malto.
2.9 because I think they smelt he wanted to switch nose grind. This is the last go for these guys here in the tech section.
P-Rod.
P-Rod is coming in. Switch crooked grind. I'm liking this Paul Rodriguez 6 out of 7 tricks.
Yeah, he did everything switch and one fakie.
So the average for Paul, a 5.3 across the board from those 7 makes.
That's a qualifying average landed trick score right there.
Tommy,
that would've been
frontside
huge.
flip tail side would have been.
So basically, Felix, doing the math, if you average 5 and above, you're going to make the final. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Pete Ramondetta's final go.